And we're back. Again, my name is Anna Macco, and I help coaches double their revenue in 2 years or less. Today, we are going to go through an ideal client avatar. And this is like marketing 101, which is really funny because most businesses that I see opening up. So I had a marketing agency, and then I got into coaching from getting coaching. And then I got into coaching coaching coaches to grow their business, but I help them with marketing. Anyways, the thing that I keep on seeing is that people don't know who they're talking to, meaning when I started this channel way back when, I knew that my target demographic was primarily men with mental health issues. They didn't know it was mental health issues, but it was because trauma or whatever. That is important because like my colors, everything that I did was around that. It's the same thing in any other business where you have to identify who you love to work with. If you open up a business, which is what most people do, they don't know who they're going to work with. They just have an idea of it and the industry, and they hit the dart at the pinpoint thing, bullseye, but there's no bullseye. They're just throwing the dart. Anyways, so when you look at, we're going to go into Taco Bell's example first. Taco Bell has a ideal client avatar named Chad, and he is a high school dropout, and he delivers pizza on the weekend. So all of their marketing and all of their messaging and all of their fonts and all of their colors and all of their everything, their pricing even is for a high school dropout. They can't, I think the tacos are like, God, I haven't been there in so long. I think it was like 3 tacos for like $2 or $3 or something. Anyways, I love Taco Bell, but their messaging is really, really clear. If you let's go look at their messaging. Taco Bell marketing, colors, and messaging. Yeah. Let's go to images, and then let me share the screen. Share my screen. Let's just share the entire thing. That's fine. Okay, so when we go into the Taco Bell colors and everything, like this is a great example. This is not made for like an adult. This is made for a high school dropout. It's like crappy. There's not even meat. It's tofu. It's tofu and other vitamins. Like, let's look up and didn't they get in trouble for having horse meat? I'm throwing Taco Bell under the bus. Yeah, 2013, they had a scandal. Taco Bell, what's in the meat? And again, like, it's not to poop on their business. It's just giving you an idea of understanding, like, okay, this is the business. This is the target demographic. With those two, you can clearly identify everything, cut costs, make more money, invest in marketing the right way that works. For them, because they're targeting high school dropouts, low income, no money, it doesn't mean that they're not adhering to everyone else. It just means that that's their target demographic, and everyone else that also has those common threads likes Taco Bell. But in order to keep it sustainable, seasoned beef that's BS. Inspected, 88% inspected beef and 12% seasoning. The last time I looked this up, it had tofu. Okay. Oh, let's see if this gives us. Contained only 88% beef, wondering what the other 12% could be. Non-beef elements. It's only binder and it's oats. Honestly, Americans don't get enough I love this comment. I love Reddit. Okay, so they're saying that it's mainly just binder oats. Like it's a kind of it's kind of like when you add eggs to meat to make hamburgers to stick the meat together. They're just adding more binder, but like I said, I digress. They're not using like a bunch of healthy things because that costs too much. But their marketing is very like, look at the colors, like, boom, I'm right in your face. Look at me. What do they do with fudge? Come on, bro. Actually, it's down here. We've got Skittles. We've got jelly beans. These are all things that, like, this is how the cigarette companies got kids. They bright colors in your face. So again, going back to Taco Bell, bright colors in your face because that education level isn't there. There's something to be said with the human brain when it hasn't developed enough. Boom, colors, neon, look over here. Ooh, what's that? The human brain is kind of dumb and it'll just like grab attention really quickly. It can't keep or retain the attention because we're being bombarded with so much, but it can definitely grab the attention. I want to do one more. Let's do YouTube. Same thing with thumbnails. None of these thumbnails stood out to me. Oh, look, there I am. But anyways, none of these thumbnails stood out to me. Let's go down. These are all garbage. You see how they're all like the same colors and stuff? Even mine blends in, but unfortunately mine is like the most color other than this one actually too. Go ahead. We might have to refresh. Let's do it again. This one would probably be the only closest one. What I'm trying to show is if you look at these thumbnails, they kind of all blend together. If you look at the whatever these are, the playables, I guess they look like shorts, but they're freaking, oh God, of course. They're for kids. So these are games. Look at how they look. Boom, in your face. Click here. They're look, blending in. Boom, I'm in your face. Blending in. Boom, I'm in your face. And again, these are targeted towards kids. Kids don't have the higher development. They have a lower IQ. What else does who else does that? Taco Bell. Anyway, so that's the importance of understanding like who you're marketing to, your business position, and how to get there that's going to be the most beneficial for the business, not the consumer. Obviously, you want to give, like in my industry, you want to give the consumer something where they're going to be like, yeah, I got results. I feel great about paying you all that money. Not everyone does that, but I'm just telling you what it is. Client avatar, who you're marketing to, the business, figure out the costs and everything from those two, figure out the marketing. Anyways, let's go back because I want to share a couple of forms that I created, and we're going to do a face reading on Melania Trump, just so you guys know. Let's hide this one. I'm going to go into I think I'm sharing everything. Whoops. Where are you? There you are. Okay, cool. I think it's this one. Yeah. Yeah. Answered, templates completed. So I have one here that I wanted to go over. When I created like a template where I go with my clients. I go through it with my clients, and it's about almost 60 questions about their clients that they've worked with, who they identify with, what position they are in the market, what my client's price point is, what the pain points are for their clients. There's a bunch of questions to really understand who it is that they love to work with, are excited to work with, and who can pay them. It's like they might be excited to like work with single mothers, but most single mothers can't afford it. Even if they want to join a program, they usually have to start with like a free one or something before they can actually invest because they're a single mother. So you have to position it, you have to be fully aware of everything, all of these things to be able to position your business as an authority that can collect payment on whatever you're getting. Anyways, so this is an example. The ideal client, and so this client, she does energy work with construction workers. So construction workers that have gone to chiropractors, they've done like anything and everything to ease their back pain, or construction workers, engineers, and I think there's something else I can't remember. It'll probably be pinpointed in here. Men that do a lot of work, extraneous work that forces their bodies to get pain, or she even had a chiropractor that uh, that his body locked up. This is a chiropractor going to an energy healer. So like I love this stuff because I get to work with people that actually provide services that are real, not like, there's people anyways, whatever. So she had a chiropractor whose body and like locked up because he was becoming more successful than his dad, and his body like was freaking out. It was like we created a avatar named Thomas. It's not a real person. He's 58, civil engineer, construction executive, relationship status, remarried, previously divorced. He has 2 adult children from his first marriage. He has stepchildren from his current marriage. And what's missing here actually is that he lacks the emotional connection to his children. Ooh. Especially his stepchildren. Because when men don't talk about their feelings, we know that. But there's no space, there's no practice. And often these men come in and they're like, oh, I have a back problem. But it's like keep on saying everything is connected. So their back problem may not be the reason that he's not getting along with his kids or doesn't feel that connection, but that's a part of it because men don't take care of themselves. They haven't been trained to take care of themselves, which is understandable. Anyways, background, Thomas is a highly successful engineer who is built to wait, am I sharing this? Fuck. Oh no, wait, I was. Thank God. No, I wasn't. Whatever. There we go. So, as I was saying, Thomas is a highly successful engineer who has built a reputation on his expertise in leadership. He's driven, ambitious, and accustomed to achieving goals. However, beneath his confident exterior, God, this is like a lot of men. Beneath his confident exterior, he struggles with chronic back pain, relentless anxiety, and deep sense of inadequacy. He has a complicated relationship with his children and struggles to connect with his wife on an emotional level. Oh, it's already up there. Let me delete that. Thank God. He has tried many things to fix his pain, overcoming very frustrated. Oh, he has tried many things to fix his pain and is becoming very frustrated that nothing has worked. He is very private and does not want to appear weak. He has had a parental wound where his mother was very emotional and overbearing. His father was not strong enough, and he learned to avoid his own emotions and not outshine his father. He has a constant imposter syndrome and relentless anxiety of never feeling good enough. He has worked for 25 years in his profession. So now we have like a background story of who this person is, but these are the important parts. Pain points, chronic back pain, emotional disconnection, desires. This is what he's experiencing, and this is what he wants. And this is what we market to him: relief from pain, emotional imbalance, deeper connections with family, a sense of ease and pain, or a sense of peace and fulfillment, to feel trusted, respected, and save face. Wants to feel adequate and feel a connection to himself. His personality is driven, private, analytical, skeptical, but open to solutions that make logical sense. He's a Lone Ranger type. Does not like to ask for help. In his daily life, he wakes up early, strict schedule, long work hours, some meditation, listens to news, high performance lifestyle. So just based off of this, I can tell you, like, we should be posting for her early in the morning to later on in the evening, because when this guy wakes up, he's not the kind of person that picks up his phone and scrolls through social media. He's the kind of person that will, if he picks up his phone, he's looking at the news, or he's still reading the newspaper as a paper or digital form. That's what he's doing with his morning. So there's no point in my client posting at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm sorry, yeah, 6 or 9 in the morning, or 6 o'clock in the morning. It's better that she posts around 9 in the morning after he's done all that stuff and he does a little doom scrolling. But he will not do doom scrolling until way later on in the evening, because he's a high performer. High performers are constantly on the go, creating, negotiating. They don't even work off a task list. They know it's a lot of stuff. Anyways, so just based off of this, it would be like very clear and concise, and posting at night, and at 9 in the morning. So we also got, and remember, this is from these answers come from about 57, 59 questions that were answered, and I can derive all of that information from this. I also want to talk about TikTok's algorithm, because that's wild, and that's what makes all of this stuff kind of make sense. So why the ideal client avatar is so crucial, la da 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 da. Let's go over these, because these are important. You can tailor your messaging using language that resonates with them and addresses their specific concerns. When you utilize this, you can target your marketing, focus on efforts and the platforms and the channels in which they spend their time. So for this example, he would primarily be on Facebook, maybe Instagram, and definitely YouTube. So between Facebook and YouTube is where she should be focusing all of her efforts. Oh, and LinkedIn, definitely LinkedIn. So that's 3 out of the like 10. Focus on those platforms. Create relative content, provide information, solutions that they find valuable. We'll go through those. They're all at the bottom. Build stronger relationships, increase conversions, understand subconscious triggers, understand their background story and their communicative style. This part's probably, this last one is probably one of the most important from this entire form. When you have clients like this, these kind of guys don't like fluff. So if I'm my client and I come to these guys and I'm like, God, that must have been so difficult. You must be in so much pain. I'm so sorry that you feel that way. They're going to run. They're going to be like, this lady's a quack. I don't like her. I'm wasting my time and I'm wasting my money, because that form of communication doesn't resonate with them. They're used to going, and providing for their families and working like a workhorse. The only reason they're going to the chiropractor is to continue working like a workhorse so that they can provide for their families. There's no fluff and like lovey-dovey and like, how am I feeling today? How's my mental health today? Their pain points that they pay attention to are, is this going to relieve my back pain? And is this going to help me with my relationships? And is this going to help me make more money? Those are the only things. And if you can get the results and the tangible proof, then you have a sale. Okay, and then this is an exercise that I came up with that you guys don't get. Step 3, we already went through the importance, maximum impact, la da 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 da. Okay, ultimately, actually, we should get into this is it. So your ideal client avatar is a detailed profile of your best case scenario customer. It helps you understand the needs, desires, and pain points, allowing you to tailor your marketing and messaging for maximum impact, aka return on investment. By understanding their background story, you can create content that resonates with their experience and challenges. So creating that story about Thomas, she's constantly like, okay, is this video going to be what Thomas would find valuable? Oh, would this post Thomas find valuable? Would this lead magnet Thomas find valuable? You get the picture. By understanding the blah, 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 knowing the communication style, like I said, no fluff, and very direct and clear and authoritative, while a little bit of nurturing, so that safe space is the key element for this client. Knowing what colors they're attracted to subconsciously makes marketing stand out from the rest. I've done a video on this on my other one, whatever. Maybe it's somewhere. Maybe not. No, wrong channel. Switch account. I need to get rid of so many of these. Whatever. It used to be, I think it's on here if you go, oh, not there. Yeah. There you go. This one's under Anna Mako, or Anna X Mako. It's live right now, but when you first come on here, I think the first video is about marketing and positioning and branding colors. So we're going to go through that. The reason that Target, I want to go through these, but let's first touch on Target. Color. So the color red is often used in buy now buttons, urgency. So they use the color red because it makes the subconscious brain go, ooh, buy now. Pringles, buy now. Target, buy now. McDonald's, buy now. You can, ooh, it has the picture. Let's see if, yeah. So red is the color of action, desire, passion, determination, potency, love, whatever. The first three are the ones that we're going to, maybe first four, because the rest of us crackhead ladies love Target. If you look at how people get excited over Target and buying things, let's look at their logo. So now we know what red means. Are you kidding me? It's a fucking bullseye. Sorry, I'm trying to not curse, but it's a bullseye with red. Determination, buy now, come here. You found what you're looking for. Purchase now. It's not going to be here tomorrow. That's a psychological impact of logos and branding colors. And this is just one example, like royal purple. Actually, I think we have, yeah, it's right here. Ambition, spirituality, mysticism, magic, dignity, inspiration, wealth, luxury, royalty. Let's look at Hallmark, Hers, Yahoo, Claire's. These are Taco Bell. Speak of the devil. Twitch is purple. Let's go back to what purple represents. Can subconsciously evoke the feelings of power, sophistication, creativity, imagination, while also potentially suggesting mystery and even a hint of extravagance. So I use royal purple. I know it's supposed to be royal blue, but that's the way it's stuck in my head. Red is like buy now and passion and desire, but purple is like royalty and mysticism and magic. One of my clients has purple in his, and I'm like, that's the main color that we use on all of his stuff because that's what it invokes. And he's also an energy healer, so same realm. But so let's take an example of the energy healer man and the energy healer woman, completely separate target demographics. The man is working with female entrepreneurs looking to break out of the $100,000 rut. The female is working with male construction workers and engineers looking to be free from pain, constant pain, agonizing pain, whatever kind of pain, but she cannot help. Now we understand target demographic over here, target demographic over here. For the one that works with men, her primary colors would be like charcoal, blue, maybe some gold, because all of that encompasses respect, consistency, not overwhelming. So men will see those colors, especially manly men like that, and will ease into it. It'll catch their attention because something like curves or target for those men will repel them, where it's like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this. Just that's a subconscious trigger that happens. This is marketing 101. It's manipulation. It's but of like the masses. Um, Anyways, the positioning and everything completely changes from that aspect. So now you have completely different colors, completely different reasons why. One is more logical, the other one's more woo woo and mysticism. But their messaging is completely different, but their businesses and their modalities are pretty similar, like almost identical. Well, they would be very offended if I said that. Let's go. You can look at these later, but each color represents and invokes something different from the subconscious mind. Um, it's another little wheel, but you can always look at these. So if you're starting a business or anything, the colors do matter at a certain point. Once you want to grow, you want to pick colors that align. Uh, I lost you guys. There you are. Ah. Okay, perfect. And now we're going to go back to that same page. Ultimately, a well-defined ideal client avatar helps you attract more qualified leads and build a business or a successful business. Now, based off of this information and everything else that I gathered, I was able to come up with phrases that they don't like and phrases that they do like. So this is what we've already kind of touched on. We don't really have to get into it. To attract them, help heal existing injuries, relief from chronic pain, improve range of motion because she also has golfers like on her list of clients that she works with. These two are a little, this one's a little bit more in her line, so she's going to be able to explain what she does. Stress reduction by reducing stress, tension, energy healing contributes to much needed energy boost. These are things that they're okay with. They're like, oh, I like that. That resonates with me. Let me find out more. These are the things that will repel them. Shifting hidden belief systems, proven structured support. Men, that phrase is good for women and like maybe like another kind of group. But this to construction men, like those kind of men, is just like, I don't need your help. What do you mean you need to? Why do you need to support me? Did I ask for your help? Like it repels them. Can you imagine? And like the crazy thing is, a lot of people use this, and you have to understand your ideal client avatar. You have to understand who you're talking to, because, like I said, construction workers, safe space, connection. Why avoid these terms? These terms are too touchy-feely. New age men, or new age to men who are not in touch with their emotions. Because again, our target demographic is over 50. That's like the kingdom of, that's the area of the kingdom of, what is it? That's when like men move out of the prince era and move into the king era, where they are in their 50s kind of like wondering like, have I done anything to help humanity? Have I done anything? And so they're more receptive and open to things that work. In the prince area, they may not be open and receptive to things that may work because the ego is still too strong and they're having fun. As life continues to calm down, that's when self-reflection starts to play a part and men start to mature. um Condescending language makes them feel belittled, that their concerns are not taken seriously. Cool. So this is just some examples. Emotions, desires, fears that drive them, specific daily struggles they face, chronic pain, constant physical exertion, existing injuries, previous injuries, pressure to maintain a tough, stoic image. That's a huge one. Difficulty communicating their needs and concerns. So like, she said one of the things that is a pattern is that men, and I find this too with men, is that, well, not just men, but people that have disassociation, which is primary, like men have a lot of it. Um, they'll say, like I do it. I'm very political instead of saying, like, "You piss me off," or "I fucking hate you." I'll be like, "That might have not been the smartest thing to do." Like, I'll go and beat around the bush and say it in every other possible manner except for how I feel. And that's not on purpose. That's not something that I learned to be politically correct or to be a politician. That's something that because of disassociation, I've had to practice, be like, "That makes me mad. You suck." Like, it's a practice. And so for men, if I had problems, like, and I'm a girl, I had some issues, but like either way, the disassociation is a real thing. Men don't even have a space to be practicing these things. What they can identify with is difficulty communicating their needs and concerns, and especially getting that heard and understood in a manner where they feel heard and understood. Um, Okay, cool. So let's skip this. I mean, let's keep going. So what solution do they think? Okay, this is a really important part. And again, this is all the information and the data that we're getting from those 58 questions to understand who your ideal client avatar is. The solutions that they think that they need versus what they actually need. What they think that they need are quick fixes, chiropractors, massages, pain medicine, more self-help resources, focused on physical remedies, external validation of their strength and resilience, and what they actually need in order for those things to subside that this client provides is addressing the root causes of their pain, whether it's trapped emotions, a belief. Like when we say belief systems or contributing physical manifestations, it means like it sounds dumb, but science has proven this and it's a real thing and people are getting relief from it. So argue with yourself if anyone argues. Um, if I am, when I was 5, I was really good at art in elementary school, maybe like, let's say 8. And my art teacher took everyone to the opera, and I didn't get to go to the opera. And I remember being really like upset about it. And I felt less than and inadequate and all of these things. And I didn't say anything at all. Um, and then she called me a late bloomer later on when like we were all like painting after the opera, after everyone had gone. The people that went were because they were gifted, and I was a late bloomer, so she didn't know I was gifted until like a month later. And she goes, "Oh, you're a late bloomer. You should have gone to the opera with us." That hurt me. I know I was a kid and this is a very dramatic story for what it was, but I swear to God, I came home crying. And that was a thought that like never left me. It's something that like I was like, "Damn, she really said that." Anyways, when that happened and I created that pain as a kid, that pain gets stuck in the body. And as we get older, we get more of these situations, more of these little moments of negativity or positivity. It works both ways. Positivity will release and keep you active and moving and feeling good. Negativity will eventually tighten the muscles. So, what I explained happened was that the data of what was happening was being stored in my DNA, in my muscles. Muscles got tight, 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 tight. And then I become a person that this client could fix because she can release all of that tension through the emotional stuff. And then by the end of the call, I'm like, "Oh my God, I can move my arm for the first time in 20 years." I worked with her myself, so I'm like, I get to say these things. And let's go back here. Practical, results oriented approach to pain management, a way to release emotional tension without feeling vulnerable. Okay, so addressing the root causes of their pain, trapped emotions, aka belief systems contributing to physical manifestations. This, what we're describing is they actually need a practical, results oriented approach to pain management, which she provides. It's a way to release the emotional tension without feeling vulnerable, meaning when she has a meeting with a guy, she's not asking them, "Oh my God, did that hurt when you were 5 years old and they didn't," or a girl, "Did that hurt that they didn't take you to the opera when you were 5 or 6 years old, Anna? Oh my God, I'm so sorry." No, none of that happens. I get on a call with her. I say, "My back's messed up. Help me." She's like, "Okay." Does her thing for like 15, 20 minutes, explains to me what's been contributing to my physical manifestations. But by the end of the call, I haven't told her anything. So this is really, really important for her ideal client avatar. It's a way to release the emotional tension without feeling vulnerable. Men don't want to feel vulnerable because to men, vulnerability is weak. And if I'm weak, you'll me. That's how the subconscious mind works. So in marketing, if she were to say the opposite, I have a really great way for you to release tension, but it requires you to feel vulnerable. This subconscious mind of her ideal client avatar is going to go, oh, you're trying to unalive me. Because again, vulnerability equals unaliving. The think animalistic and jungle book kind of like there's no time really when you're in survival mode in that aspect. There's no time for feelings and emotions. It's gather food and try and live another day. It's survival mode. So to stop and feel those feelings is to cry and to be in a vulnerable state where another lion or an animal or another human can attack me and I will be unalived. That is what happens to the man's subconscious mind. Not just with this, but this is an example in marketing. It happens in dating, it happens in big business deals, it happens in entrepreneurship, it happens in getting married, happens in having children. Men have it's like a trigger system. It's really funny. Women are like snowballs and men are like uh they have a trigger system. When women are excited about something and we connect with something, it becomes a snowball and we're rolling down the mountain and becoming a bigger and bigger snowball. So men, if you date a woman and she's like, and what are we doing now? And what's happening now? And I'm like, she's like texting you a bunch because she's building that snowball. For men, when they feel vulnerable, so let's say a man dates a girl and he's like, oh shoot, I might like this chick. Like he will back the F up. He won't call. Like he'll have the date or the date will go good, everything will go amazing, and then he'll drop off the face of the earth for like a little bit. It's not reasonable to do a couple of days. That's just a rule, but at least for me. But yeah, the subconscious mind, what's happening to the man is just like in that jungle state. I can't stop to feel my feelings. And if I do, I will be unalived by some exterior danger. So when a man finds a woman that he connects with on that level, there's a period in the beginning where he pumps the brakes and like kind of goes into cocoon to really analyze all of these things that are hitting him all at once because he's in a vulnerable state. But he's not going to do that with the girl. He's going to do that with himself because again, caveman status, exterior dangers. I need to do that with myself, not with other people, because then you'll unalive me. Anyways, I went on a tangent, but it's really important to understand the ideal client. You understand the target, you understand why it's working. Um, and then I think, damn, we still have this. I got a lot of shit on here. So the branding voice that she needs to have is authoritative, compassionate, direct, results oriented, with a strong emphasis on practical solutions and tangible benefits. We went through a lot of that, but the way that she speaks needs to still have. You heard it. It's pretty self-explanatory. I don't know why I'm re-explaining. So the messaging focused on immediate, lasting relief from chronic pain, highlight effective of her approach that other people have tried. Like she has examples of someone going from crutches to standing up, not just standing up straight, but I mean like crutches and in pain to jumping around and everything's fine. And now he's like holding his baby and bouncing it around because he can't. Positioning. So what I figured is we get her as a results-driven expert who provides a unique, effective solution for men struggling with chronic pain. She gets to the root cause of the pain and when other methods fail, because that's the other big portion is most of her clients have already gone to chiropractors. They've already gone to the medicine man. They've already gone to the magnetic people, like that play with magnets and stuff. This is like, they're like, please help me. The colors that convey the best: deep blues, charcoal grays, and it looks like an accent of colors like red and orange. These, and this is the why. Blues, well, actually, we don't need to go to the why. We already explained the why earlier. 30-day content schedule. So now, based off of all of this information, we can create a content schedule of what she should be talking about. And that's all on here. So like, focus, create content that directly addresses chronic pain and impact the daily life, client success stories. After working with Liz, from Walker to Pain Free, educational content, addressing fears, don't let pain hold you back from your career, maintain your strength and independence with our pain relief. Are you successful but still have pain? She can help. Practical tips, offer practical tips because you're just like in like any other space, people are always going to say like, well, you should do something for free. Most of the coaches and entrepreneurs that I've worked with and that I've seen now, I didn't see it before, but I see it all the time now. Most people offer something for free. That's their lead magnet. That's how they get you into the curiosity. Like this is a lead magnet for me. When I go to networking events, I do a 12 questionnaire instead of a 59 questions. So answer these 12 questions. You'll get an idea of your client avatar. If you want more information, talk to me and we'll do your 59 question ideal client avatar roadmap. And that the worksheets that I have, a person that doesn't have any money could get those worksheets and get a plethora of information and an understanding of how to do things. So most of these people have something like that. And that's the purpose of this kind of content. Social media needs to have value, inherent value on what you're talking about and what you're bringing, rather than just self promotion of me, and giving you little tidbits and making you purchase. Because the human mind has been so bombarded with manipulation tactics that it's kind of like the vulnerable state that I was talking about earlier. It doesn't like vulnerable states. It's like, tell me what it is, and I'll tell you if I can do it. Make it very clear and transparent so I can trust you and make the purchase a lot faster. That's where content is going. People want to see tips and tricks, tidbits. They don't just want to keep being led on. That's a great way to just actually explain it. Marketing tactics prior to 2020 had been a tactic to lead people on and invest so much time in the marketing strategy, like click here, click the next button, click the next button. By the time they got to the sales page, they felt almost obligated, like I already spent all this time, I should just purchase the stupid thing. And it's usually a small purchase, and then they get you at a big purchase and big. Blah, blah, blah. It works, but in the next like 5 years, you're going to see that go away. Where if you did that, it's like doing an infomercial. It's going to be like doing an infomercial on like Channel 4. No one watches it. What are you doing? Maybe people do. Maybe I'm dumb. I don't know. Social media platforms that they're on. Attend. This is another thing. She should be attending construction industry events, trade shows, engage with online forums about construction, engineering, men's health. Offer free workshops or demonstrations in local businesses. One of the things I was recommending is you might want to there's a lot of chiropractors offices that are doing combination work where they will have a client that they can't fix, that it's not getting better. They'll hire someone like my client who will come in and do energy work and make their client feel better. And she's also expanding her network. Anyways, and then this is the last portion. Is it the last portion or the second last portion? I don't know. This is the 30-day content strategy summarized. We already went through this before. The goal is to attract Thomas Maxwell, the ideal client avatar, by addressing his pain points and desires with practical, results-oriented messaging. We already got the platforms. And now these are all the posts that I'm telling her she should do. This is just like the first foundation of social media. Now you get another plan and do that other stuff. But to have a foundation and an understanding of what you should do, it gives you it. So like testimonial from Walker to Pain Free. See how so-and-so helped the client overcome years of chronic back pain, tired of temporary fixes, learn how blah, blah, blah. Don't let pain hold you back from your career. Get back to work pain-free. Maintain your health and independence with our pain relief solutions. Regain your freedom. These are all. Have you tried everything for your pain? There's another way. Strong. This is cute. Strong men take care of their bodies. Don't let pain define you. That's actually cute. By the way, I came up with this, so I think my own shit's cute. Um, Hear from client, da 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 da. Feeling misunderstood, your pain is real. Find someone who understands. High pressure job, learn how to manage stress and prevent physical pain. That's a banger. Breathing deep exercise, that's a tip. Anyways, and then these are the hashtags that are for her ideal client, that her ideal client would be searching for. And they're like, these are like actual searches that they would be looking for. So we have back pain, pain relief, chronic pain, men's health, physical therapy alternative, energy healing, pain management, alternative therapy, pain solutions, relief, construction life, engineering life. These are actual, and like the algorithm will pick them up and be able to see them. Mind you, a lot of these guys might have boobies and butts on them, but this is why I wanted to talk about the TikTok algorithm. Let me go back over here. Oh, wow, there's 2 people here watching. Cool, thanks. So the TikTok algorithm was something that, like, captivated me for the past, like, however many years that it's been open. Because I always say I'm really good with patterns. So when I see a pattern, it's like I would open up TikTok and it would bring me content that I was thinking about, and I'm like, "What is this, like, brujeria? Is it like a witch doctor that is just bringing me content that it scared me. I was like, because I know that there's technology out there that can actually read your brain and input thoughts into your brain from the computer screen or from the phone. That's like a real technology that's out there. And I was thinking for a long time that this was it, but it's a mathematical equation. So if this person and this person are here, this person likes 1, 2, 3, and this person likes 3, 4, or I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Their content that's gonna be common to both of them is gonna be 3 and 4. That is the TikTok algorithm, and that's marketing. Like, it's there was another there's another I started practicing this stuff and implementing it, and there's another client that did, uh, not wardrobe, but it was clothing line. It was, like, clothing line that, like, soccer moms would buy, and, um like those jumpsuits to like work out at the gym. And what we're able to find out through the mathematical equation is most of the people that went to the website to make purchases, and we cross reference the demographics of like what's the common thread, what is the 3 and the 4 between all of these people that visited this website and made a purchase. And the 3 and the 4 that was common was soccer and soccer mom. So by instead of doing targeted ads to women that like to shop online or women that are avid shoppers or any of those things, we did the target of soccer moms. And by doing that, the return on investment was almost quadrupled. It just, this is the importance of branding and marketing. So if you would like to find out more, or if you want to find out what your 3 and your 4 are, so that you can get more leads and have a easier life, more money, more time, more freedom, that's what we all do it for, then go ahead and hit like, share, and subscribe, and you know what to do with the rest. Until next week, I think the next stream is gonna be on face reading Melania Trump. Yeah, Melania Trump. I've been wanting to do that one since they got into office, and I think we should do that this weekend. So stay tuned, and I'll see you next week. Thanks.